Vitamin ABB, here's a Layla story for you. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
So in 1970, Duane Allman had a very short-lived collaboration with Eric Clapton on Clapton's most famous record, I think, or at least the one that captured him the most as an artist, Layla, and other assorted love songs. Duane and Clapton met sort of randomly. They met through Clapton's producer and Duane's producer, Tom Dowd. Kind of showed up one day. They met at an Allman Brothers concert. Clapton was blown away, said, come back to the studio. They went back to the studio and jammed for hours. And he's like, hey, man, Clapton, why don't you stay and we'll just record this album together? By all accounts, the sessions in Miami were kind of not going real well. There was lack of, I guess, creative spark. And when Duane came, it just added the creative spark.
All right, drop in a little bit on the recording of Layla, specifically Why Does Love Got to Be So Sad?
Now, the album is world famous, well known. The 7 notes of Layla are some of the most famous clarion call to a great rock and roll song, which Duane got from the vocal melody to Albert King's As the Years Go Passing By, the very first line of that song. But what I want to talk about today is a story from Chuck Kirkpatrick, who was engineer on the sessions. The interviewer asked if they were competitive. Well, I remember sessions for Why Does Love Got to Be So Sad. I mean, that song, Duane particularly just wails on that solo. Duane and Eric came in to overdub solos. Eric went out and Duane stayed in the control room while Eric played this great solo. Then Tom Dowd said, now Duane, you go out and play. And Duane played a great solo, came back, and Eric says, well, I want to do mine again. And Chuck said they went on for at least an hour or two back and forth trading solos. He said it was like a gunfight, but a friendly one.
Finally, what is so significant about Layla, from my vantage point, isn't Duane's stardom or that he got to play with Eric Clapton. It's that he didn't join Clapton's band permanently.
So I left a lot of that story out because the way the story had been really well told, and it was this idea that Duane had like Eric Clapton was everybody's choice guitarist in the late 1960s. All guitarists were looking to him, and here's this 24-year-old kid who's 23 who's going toe-to-toe with him on a record. And it's a fantastic record. But I left it on the floor, and here's why. I hadn't thought about this. And I was like, what is the significance of Derek and the Dominoes for Duane? It didn't make him famous. Eric Clapton offered Duane a job in his band at $5,000 a week-ish, which is a tremendous amount of money. If Duane's making $100 a week at this point, maybe he's making a couple hundred. So Eric offered him the thing, and Duane chose to stay in his band. To me, that's a remarkable thing.